Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Blueprints and episode number 108. Can you tell that I keep a notepad over here, an Excel sheet over here of what episode we're recording? And so I always have to check over here at the start of the episode, even though I also check over here right before I actually hit start recording. I always have to double check. Welcome back to episode 108. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. We're at a very unique place right now in Blueprints, I think, which is that on the one hand, I feel as if I have cracked the game wide open. I'm riding a huge high after the last couple of episodes. It's been like 3 or 4 days since I recorded. Like, I'm feeling great. Like, I've been feeling on top of the world for the last 3 or 4 days in terms of what we accomplish. On the other hand, I kind of have no idea what to do next. We've cracked the game wide open. We solved a huge thing. Castle has a reason to exist, thank God. And yet, I don't really know where to go. Which is, and when I don't know where to go, then the doubt starts creeping in, and I start to think, you know what? This isn't the first time that I thought I had cracked the game wide open, and then I was wrong, and I had lots left to do. Lots left to do is a good thing. This isn't the first time I had cracked the game wide open, quote unquote, and then not known what I was doing directly afterwards and stumbled around for a while. So welcome. It's day 161. I sort of have a plan for what our approach for today is going to be, and I'll talk you through that in 2 seconds as soon as I get done talking to you about a thing that is bothering me a lot right now, which is that for the last like 5 years I've been in this room recording YouTube videos. And like 5 years ago, I put up some very cheap sound panels on the wall to keep to change the sound quality of this room to dampen sound a lot. And I don't have them up right now because I'm packing up our entire house. And this room sounds entirely different, which makes my voice sound entirely different, which means that I'm in a constant state of being like, is that what I sound like in this room? Without those sound panels, it's freaking me out. For 5 years, I've talked in this room for hours and hours and hours every day, and now it sounds completely different. It's weird. Welcome back to Blueprints. Here's my plan. I think we have low-hanging fruit and we have bigger mysteries. You're familiar with them, but I'm going to talk you through them anyways. In terms of bigger mysteries, we have the sort of steady as the scepter, heavy as the crown note. That's a huge one that we found by putting antechamber outside. That's a huge mystery, I would say. The other huge mystery is turn base scorched sundial. Feels like a thing that's freaking huge, and yet I don't know what to do with it. Where did I write that down on my notebook? Where is it? Turn base. Where did it go? It's definitely in here somewhere. I would call that's the like XYZ ABC, the like metro map. That is all a huge thing. There it is. Turn scorched sundial base is technically the order. Those are huge puzzles that I am very invested in solving, and I feel like are big checkpoints on the way forward because I don't know what they are. Now, of course, we also have some new items which could maybe be applied to those problems. We have a royal scepter, steady as the scepter. We know how to get a certain key, an Orenda Ares key. Those are good things, but I don't really know. I don't have any. I don't really have any new instincts on those two problems. Those are the big checkpoints to hit. In terms of low-hanging fruit, there's a lot. There's a lot that we could pretty easily do. The big one being blue memos on rank 8, blue tents. There are a lot of rooms we have not drafted on the 8th rank that I think would be very helpful to get cataloged. It's almost like archival type work. Catalog that shit, get more treasure troves along the way, etc., etc. I think that could all be helpful. Along the way, we try new rooms outside with the blessing of the monk. That's kind of where I'm at. I also have one other thought, which is that the Royal Scepter gives you an ability. Ooh. I misunderstood the ability. It says when you first find the Royal Scepter, not at the start of every day. When you first find the Royal Scepter, choose a color. Black prints are now more common today. Kind of wish I would have thought a little bit more about that, but that's okay. I was going to say that we have two things that do the exact same thing, which is Banner of the King and the Royal Scepter. Nope, Banner of the King at the start of every day. You get to pick a new thing. So, I was going to suggest that we switch out the Banner of the King for another ability, but now I am not so sure about that. Let's go, do I have to pick one? I guess we can keep black, and that just keeps it like, that seems like a neutral choice. If I choose something else, it may mess up my plans. Here's our goal for this run, I think. Let's go... I think we called it a day inside of Throne Room last time, right? So Throne Room should be out here. Which I believe we've done before. But we probably ought to choose it again because... Although... Oh, man. Sorry, let me think this through. I want to call it a day at the end of today in a black room. Black rooms are more common today, meaning Tomb is more common, which I hadn't really thought about. That's cool. I'm sure this chance was affected. But along the way, I mostly want to... I think I'm still in an experimental type of run. I'm in a phase where I want to experiment rather than anything else. We could take Throne Room out here because that means that Throne Room is 100% going to happen. We just have to end our day right out here, and we're good. Do the same thing with Tomb, frankly. But this is a... Let's just pick Throne Room. Let's get it out of the way. We've got... Is this any different? Doesn't look any different, right? Were these here before? I honestly don't know. Were these curtains here before? They probably were. Okay, let's go inside and just get started on... We're going to have to figure out where we want to call it a day today. We have this problem, which I hadn't realized until right now. Blessing of the Monk and Royal Scepter are at odds. Which is that Blessing of the Monk, if I want to experiment with it, which I kind of still do, I've got a bunch of items that I could do. I'd like to draft Armory, Clock Tower, Vestibule, Pool, anything powered, Rotunda, Coat Check, any of those outside. Those would be fun to do. If I do that, I lose the scepter, which is not a huge deal because I think I could get the scepter back, but still is not fun. Okay. Let's just go ahead and I think our goal... Can you tell we're at such a weird crossroads right now? I'm mentally like kind of not paralyzed, but I'm really like in a analysis paralysis, decision fatigue kind of place where I'm like, what do we chase right now? Do I just make it a priority to get to rank 8 and try some of these new blue tents rooms? I could. I certainly could. Conference room is one we have not put on rank 8, for instance. Break room we have done. Let's just see. But I kind of need... I feel like I need foundation to get the full... rank 8 experience. I don't know. Let's do a run and see what happens. If I don't have foundation right now, which, speaking of, we should get it, then what does it look like trying to select only rooms that I have already picked in rank 8, or on the way to rank 8. Okay, none of these go the correct way. Shit. Observatory I've already picked, though. I'm going to be looking over at my other screen so much today to see what rooms are already... I've already found a blue memo for. And so if you see me looking over, that's what I'm doing. I think we redraw here once. Commissary is great. Yeah, go to the north. I want to go north. I gotta get foundation back. Salt shaker, shovels, great. I probably should go grab sleeping mask, metal detector. We'll take them all. Probably should go grab this dig spot. I really have no idea. While I'm trying to figure this out, let's talk through some stuff, because I think there's a key right there. There is stuff to talk about. There's also keys in that break room, which I forgot about. Don't I have throne room outside? Can you draft it twice? You must be able to. What the fuck? Those curtains are still there. That's most of the reason I drafted it, is I'm like, are the curtains still there? The light is different. There's no light. This light right here, wherever that's coming from, is not there on the outside version. None of the lights are, I don't think. Okay, so the two like big things that I'm considering hanging over my head right now, I would call them... Ooh, I don't have the gems for this. Shit. There's probably other things hanging over my head. I probably need to take another look at a new clue, etc. But turn Scorched Sundial base, so Sundial, and steady as the scepter. What do I do with this fucking scepter? I need to go east. North. Sorry, not east. To the right. Which is north. We'll redraw once. I don't really care. Break room here is good. So, steady as the scepter, I've talked about a decent amount recently. I have an idea for what it could be. Maybe get the scepter. Maybe get cursed, deadly as the stone. Maybe get the crown, heavy as the crown. And then go to the throne room, ready as the throne. That's a thing to think about. The sundial, I will talk about in 1 second as soon as I solve this puzzle. 30. 23. Flipped is 32, rounded to 30. Divided by 3 is 10, I think. Then we have 1, 4, that's 5. 15 is 20. Flipped is 2. Plus, this is a crazy one. So 2 plus 18 is 20. Flipped is 2. Plus 7, 8 is 10. Flipped is 1. 2, 17. 20. Flipped is 2. I almost didn't flip it at the end. I almost didn't put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Okay, sundial. I've been through a lot of the rooms in this effing house. And I just... My original plan with sundial was the more I look around, the more I will know. I don't know if this is gonna work, by the way. I don't know. We may not get to rank 8. I'm gonna find Sundial in one of these rooms. We have a Sundial, but it is not scorched. And assuming my reading of the message is correct, turn scorched Sundial base, then it really shouldn't be that hard. Locate a scorched Sundial, turn the base. Locating it is proven nearly impossible. That leaves me in a really interesting spot. I don't know where else to look. And if I'm running out of places to look, then I am left with no option but to reconsider. I think I have solved the puzzle correctly in terms of those are the correct words. But maybe I should reconsider. If one of those words is weird, I would consider it the word scorched. I don't know if that means it's the wrong word or if it is the key to the entire thing. There is as far as I know, there are 2 Sundials in this entire game. Sundial Publishing and the Sundial Outside. But I really thought, man, I must have missed one and there must be a third. Scorched Sundial? I don't know what the fuck that means. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. It's frustrating because I don't have... basically, I don't feel like I have... how do I phrase this? I'm talking through my feelings like this is therapy right now. My thoughts on Scorched Sundial right now are I don't know what it means and I don't know what to test. And the second one of those is a big problem because I think testing is like you got to experiment. You got to figure out something to try. In this game, you just got to keep trying new shit. And I can't find something to try. And that scares me. So I got to start my list of goals is come up with something to test. It can be the worst fucking idea in the world, but you gotta test something because at some point this problem just isn't gonna solve itself. I don't know. That's where I'm at. This has been the weirdest draft I've ever done. Let's take Treasure Trove. That gives us a ton of money, but then we're out of gems and keys. We may have to go back to Entrance Hall and start drafting again. I don't know. We got money for days. We're rich. I do have some other smaller, quote-unquote smaller, things on my to-do list still. I'm a little loath to begin trying to chase them down, partially because they tend to be things that I've tried to chase down once already. I don't know how much you guys want to hear about Freezer and Furnace again, but you know. I'd love to solve that. This is box number... Let me find the right folder. Box number 30. And I don't even have a key. Shit. So we have to get a key. We have to get a key now. Kind of no matter what we do. Ooh, this is bad. We're going to redraw. I'm using constellations like crazy. I don't give a shit. Not good, not good, not good. Tunnel is fine here because it gets us to rank 8, but then we're going to have to find our way backwards to get a key from some of the other stuff. So let's do that. Unless there's there's chests in the front room and there's a shovel right here. There's chests in the entrance hall and I have a sledgehammer. Okay. Scorched Sundial base. Let's take it word by word. Turn. To twist. It also means to take a turn. To flip over onto its head. We can go down Observatory or we can go get the break room. Either one is probably fine. Break room keys. Let's go this way for a second. That gives us Paper Crown. Storeroom here is probably pretty good, but I wanted to put this one on rank 8. But we're probably going to need the gems, I think, at this point. God, I would love to see Foundation, and part of the reason I want to get towards rank 8 is because if I get towards rank 8, then I can work to put Foundation down there. But I haven't seen Foundation since I got rid of it. Yikes. We'll take Guy's bedroom for the dice. Our draft pool is in such a delicate position right now. And it's my own goddamn doing. But I completely messed with so much of the rarity of stuff to get... to try and free up as many blue rooms as possible. Okay. 19 flipped, 91 rounded to 90. Plus 1 flipped, 19 rounded to 20. 1/3 times 6 is 2. Squared is 4 rounded to 0. 1/3 times 9 is 3. Squared is 9 rounded to 10. Beautiful. Got a silver key. Okay, that could be beautiful right here. Could be beautiful. If that door is locked, that will be very important. Now, here's the question. Do I try and draft here? Because every time I do, I'm likely to come up with some of these common blue rooms that I would love to have on rank 8. I don't think I need to, but I also need gems. Let's go back. We've got tons of footsteps. We're in a delicate spot, and it's not exactly where I wanted to be right now in the game in terms of, like, draft pool is shit. I have small questions, but my large questions are I have no leads on. But it's okay. We haven't been stopped yet, and I'm not gonna be stopped. The game hasn't beaten me, and I'm not gonna be beaten. It's not a matter of pride, it's just a matter of curiosity. I gotta know what the fuck happened to my mom. There's an antechamber lever hidden in the drawing room. This is a green. Let's look at our notes. This is Memo 30. This was a pink moon, which means it has to be false. It is also a green note in a pink, which has to be false. It was also the next moon after 19, which made it false anyways. So that's good. Dope. So we believe this to be Memo 30. False. We're double checking all of our previous work. I think that's correct. And we don't know of an antechamber lever in there, so checks out for me. My hope and my prayer is that if I get a green memo, I might get a blue memo in rank 8, I might get some piece of information about this is beautiful. Conference room. This is exactly where we want it. About a sundial. It can't hurt to seek more information. I think this is the play. I think this is what we have to do. There must be a blue memo in here somewhere. This is a new room for us. It is blue and it is on rank 8. So, let's find it. Listen, I'll look at the table in a second. In the meantime, I'm trying to look over here. Okay, I don't see it, so it must be on the table. Yep, right there. Should have looked at the table first. Red memos were created by Kirk Darren and approved by the Baron. and questionably served as the estate's primary security system. As in, red memos are created by the head of security to throw people off aggressively. I mean, it makes a lot of sense being directly beside this one. And with the knowledge that they are incorrect if typed, correct if handwritten. I mean, the weirdest thing about these freaking blue memos on rank 8 is that I think I kind of have to just take them all at face value. That's not exactly what I mean, but like, I kind of just have to like trust them is what I mean. So let's go. I'm going to call this quote unquote solved. And I'm going to say, makes sense to me. Kirk Darren would be a person to do that for a couple reasons, right? In the mailroom letters, he's the one who gives me the red memos. Yeah, he does. He's the one who gives me the, like, stack of memos that, so that makes sense from a lore perspective. Yeah, okay. Let's go this way first, because this can be a dead end. As many blue rooms as we can. Many blue rooms as we can. We have not done dining room, and I would love to do it here because, and we have done clock tower, because I want to get this one as quickly as possible. Generally, in an average run, I want to get dining room out of the way. I want to put it close to the beginning of the house. Okay, so we get 30 steps there. Oh boy. Okay. Blue memo. Ah, very easy. There are 10 different dishes that can be served in this room. Shit. Okay. What's the one I just ate? There's some sort of fish. I mean, it's definitely the type of thing we should take notes on, right? This is screenshotable for not kitchen, but dining room memo. I won't call it solved, but I will take a photo. This is similar to the rotunda memo in that it tells you how many methods of something there are. Which I'm definitely, I'm still missing something here. I don't know if this means to rotate all rooms or to rotate certain rooms. Because if Dovecote comes up in a thing, it rotates all rooms. But also not all rooms, because if Dovecote comes up with fucking throne room or a certain room that can't be rotated on like the side of the house, it won't actually rotate. Ornate compass, you can rotate almost all rooms. What am I missing here? I'm still missing something. I've got to be. Rotunda itself rotates, but I don't know if that counts. You don't rotate other rooms. You just rotate this one. Rotunda? That is... means clockwise room in Irasian. You motherfuckers. I know what rot means because I found rot tor on the classroom. But that's rude. That's so rude to put it here as well. I love it. Does that mean unda means a room? Because that might be useful in some other fashion. I'll write it down. Rot equals clockwise. Unda equals room, question mark? Circular chamber with a dome ceiling adorned with an array of mechanical gears. In the center of the room, a stone podium serves as a central pivot for the chamber's true purpose, rotation. I don't know if that counts for one of the 4 rooms. My reading of this memo was that, and it's not explicit this way, but that it is the methods to rotate a room, not a specific room. Like to rotate a general room, not a specific room. Is there an item in the workshop that I'm missing? Experimental house features. It could be an item in the workshop that I'm missing in terms of a something that allows you to rotate. There's an observatory, there's a star thing that allows you to redraft, but not something that lets you rotate. It's bugging me that I can only come up with 2 out of 4. If we assume rotunda counts, then that would be 3 out of 4, but did Armory have Armory had Morning Star, a torch, and an axe. I was going to say, did it have a weird item that I haven't seen before? Ornate Compass is sold in showroom. I think I gotta be missing something obvious. Dovecoat allows you to rotate if it shows up. I don't know. Is there a very random, like, game supplied item? Like a repellent or a telescope type of item? Do not see anything. If we assume rotunda, then we're still missing one. Is there... Okay, I was going to check the... I have an idea. Which is that we can check the architect volume that shows items you can make in the workshop. I can also check my notes, but I think this item will probably be the easier way to do it. It's actually better than that. Never mind. This thing tells you about all kinds of items. Tools of the trade. Ornate Compass is right there. Rotate floor plans as you draft them. Probably make this a little bit bigger so it's easier to read for all of us. Contraption components. Oh, it's the book and library that shows you what you've made. Hall pass. Okay, not there. I think I have a note of that, though. We're taking it nice and slow today. Can you tell? Yeah, right here. Library contraptions. Does anything let you rotate? I don't remember what electromagnet does at all. We have burning glass, detector shovel. I have a page in my notes that has this kind of stuff written down, but I don't know. No, dowsing room points. Okay. Dowsing rod points to rooms that have more that have more items, but the electromagnet is more likely to draw mechanical rooms. Pick sound amplifier is, I think, just lets you... I do not know here. Just lets you pick stuff more easily. I don't think any of these do anything having to do with rotation. Okay, let's just go ahead and... add rotunda, but still missing one here. And then we can get back to how many different dishes you can have. I know there's pizza. There's something to do with fish, and that's about as much as I remember. And I guess what we'll do is we'll just keep track. There's like wood-fired pizza because I remember because it looks delicious. Okay, let's keep drafting. So we're going to go this way and come back here later if we really want to. Oh, shit. I think have I done rumpus here? I have not done rumpus here. Perfect. Ballroom, I have done. Breakfast nook, I have not. Let's do rumpus. This works out well. There should be coins. Yep. We are looking for a blue... right there. The real Alzara was an Eurasian soothsayer who belonged to the royal court of Ares. He was banished from the realm in the 15th year of Agera for a prophecy that did not come to pass. I have a big question. What the fuck is Agera? I've heard of Iraja, but what the fuck is Agera? Have I been misunderstanding? Is Agera... what the hell is Agera? Okay. Excellent news. We found one. I love that. I wonder what the prophecy was. These are both things that I'm just going to write down on this document. Rumpus memo. I'm going to write down salt. I'm not going to write down solved. I don't know. My method is so weird here. I don't know if they are solvable. So writing down when they are solved is a little weird. But I'm going to write down two things here. My immediate reactions are, what was the prophecy? Because that feels like, you know, we could figure that out. Maybe, I don't know, if the game decides to give us that information. Nope. And then let's put one here that just says... the fuck is Agera? Because it is the 15th year of Agera, but I don't know what... I know what Iraja is. The fuck is Agera? Okay. Beautiful. The Great Alzara. We have a locked door. We have one key left. That's our last key. Lab, we have done. So we need to redraw here. I have one gem. I've done walk-in closet. I have not done parlor. I think we probably pick parlor here. And just take it. 4 out of 5 slots ain't bad. We might still get the next slot. Depends on how we draft the next couple of rooms. Let's go ahead and solve this. The black box and blue box are empty. This box is not blue. We know that to be false. Hello. There's a key. And our memo. Holy shit. Does this change every time? What? The gems are in the white box? Let me do the math. The black box and the blue box are empty. This box is not blue. We know that to be false. Every statement with the word blue is false. Let's just try it. Checks out. I mean, I guess we call that solved, right? It just gives you the answer to the puzzle that you are currently solving. Have we tried any other... have we done any other puzzle rooms in rank 8? We've done... break room. But the break room memo was... Okay, the bullseye operation can trigger multiple times. Is this about? Oh my god, never mind. I totally fucking understand it. Holy shit. What was I on? What was I on when I wrote this? When I, how do I erase? How do I erase? What was I on when I wrote this right here? How do I... I want to brush this. I want to erase it. How do I erase it? The bullseye operation means the operation at the center of the dartboard. And we know that to be true. Operation at center of dartboard. That's just obvious. That's so obvious in hindsight. Some sort of covert operation? What was Bo Lee up to? Sounds like a game mechanic. It is. It's a mechanic for the game inside of the room, right? Okay, we're going to write that one down as solved because that's 100%. That's just, it's about the puzzle. But I needed to be prompted that that is about the memo in the puzzle room that you are in. Did we do any other puzzle rooms? No. I guess I can just drag these over so you guys can see. No. Those are the only puzzle rooms, are break room and now parlor. And both of them had blue memos associated with the solution of their respective puzzles. So that makes sense. We have Vestibule. Do you happen to have a This was the original antechamber. Have we drafted this outside? Oh my god. No, but it is on my list. We're going to do it today. We're going to literally do it today. I don't care. We're going to do it today. That means I'm probably going to get rid of my scepter, which means I probably need to coat check my scepter. Do I have coat check? No. Right? Where is coat? No coat check? If it's the original antechamber, the reason I looked at it is because this kind of reminds me of the armory in that it is two colors at once. Now, yellow has nothing to do with this hallway shape room, but isn't that kind of cool? I could totally imagine if we drafted this outside if something happened in the middle of that room. We need to go this way. And we need something that goes to the right. We've already done Din, so that's a perfect one to grab. We need a key, though, unfortunately. So, in case this door is locked... Shit. So, we need to draft a key. We also need to draft coat check so that we can actually keep this scepter so that I don't have to go get the... so that I don't have to go get the key by setting up the whole, like, southern... the whole situation. Okay. None of these have keys. Boudoir gives us a gem, which is not worth it. Let's redraw here. Planetarium should give us a key, I think. I would also love to take this room on rank 8. But it doesn't have one. Okay. That's fine. No. It's not fine. This better have a key. Prism key doesn't work for blue. Oh, no. Okay, this better have a key. Yo, no, that's not what I wanted. It's the wrong kind of key. I've got all of the wrong kind of keys right now. I have car keys. Doesn't work. Secret garden key. Prism key. None of these freaking work. This is bad, actually. I think I need to go all the way back down to... I could go over to dining room and draft from there, trying to get something that gives me keys. I can also draft this way. It's locked. Which means this is unlocked, so I can go this way. Let's go all the way over here. So now we want coat check. Secret garden key gives us... Prism key doesn't work here, right? If you're going from a blue room. Secret garden key gives us... I don't know if secret garden key will work here, because it's supposed to go north, right? It just gives us a bunch of food. Secret garden key here is worth it because it goes south, and I could then draft another room. I wonder if secret garden key would have worked right there. Okay, broken lever. Dig spots. Oh, man. Playing puzzle games for the internet is so weird because I just... I am, like, mentally... not struggling exactly, but I'm just, like... I'm very tired right now. Moving houses is no joke. I don't want to complain about it. I'm so blessed to be in this situation, but I'm just like, it's been nonstop go, 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 and I haven't slept enough, and I'm stressed and tired, and I can just tell by the way I'm playing the game. This is locked. I mean, we might be in trouble in terms of getting a key for that 5th slot. Do I try using Prism Key here? If Prism Key works here, then it would also work there. Does it not work? Maybe it just works. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe it just works. It just doesn't give you the benefit of... Probably need to touch these slowly here. Maybe it just works. It just doesn't... Is there a sundial in here? It just doesn't give you the benefit of... what is a clock shaped like a sun, if not a sundial? I don't think that's it. It's and to answer my own question, a clock shaped like a sun is not a sundial. Anyways, TLDR, I'm tired. Wait, but now you're locked, so I can go here. This is not helpful. I need keys. I need keys. I don't need any other shit. Coat check is great. It has paper crown in it, which I could trade for the thing that I will not be calling it a day inside of a black bordered room today. So we're gonna take this out. We're gonna check the Royal Scepter so that I don't have to get it another time. What does the paper crown do again? There's not a red room. You can redraw. Now this is unlocked. Beautiful. Vestibule is kind of nuts. I could have just walked out of the room. When this door was locked, I could have walked out, walked back in, and the odds that that door would have remained unlocked or locked were very low. So you just sacrifice footsteps for the ability to unlock all 4 doors all the time, which is amazing. Now that I think about it. Let's try Prism Key, see if it works. God damn it. So we're still up shit creek. I mean, we have a million footsteps. Let's just go back home. Like, we have to go all the way back, but let's do it. I mean, for the ability to draft back outside. Treasure trove, then right. Should be fine. Looking for items that I may have missed. Then right, left. Straight out. Okay. We can still draft here to try and get a key. All to get 1 extra. We've already put room 8 on rank 8, so I don't need to do this. Wine cellar gets us gems. Can redraw for free here. None of these have keys. Kennel doesn't give us a key either. Pantry gives us nothing, but is a room that I won't be wanting to draft later. And I guess lets me redraft for free on the other side. I have metal detector. Like, the more rooms I walk into, the better we should be. I have not drawn Dovecoat out there. And I have done lab. Lab does not give me a key. I don't really know what I'm hoping for, though, in terms of a key. I have both break rooms already. I have hallway. What else gives... I have storeroom. What else gives you keys? I mean, lost and found could give me some items, but... I need, like, locker room. And I haven't taken pool, so I can't get locker room. It's always the worst when you're like, what am I hoping for? I've been drafting as a dumbass. Nothing's going to work here. I don't know what to hope for here. Breakfast Nook. Breakfast Nook was the option. The one key we needed. We got it. I was like, there has to be something that has a key on it. We have a key. Oh, yeah. Okay. This has been the most tortured run of all time, but let's keep going. Like I said, TLDR, I know my brain's not at my best. I'm sure you can tell a little bit, but that's okay. I enjoy the fact that sometimes when puzzling, when you're working a puzzle that's this long, one of the major like pieces of resource management you have to solve is your own motivation and like energy levels. And to me, the worst thing I could possibly do would be to beat myself up about having a less good brain today. I'm doing the best I can. Is Vestibule the most interesting room in the game? This is nuts. That door's locked, so I open this up because the mechanic is every time you enter one of the doors, right? 3 locks the fourth, and the fourth becomes unlocked. So that is 2 times in a row, which feels weird. Now, so I'm sacrificing footsteps, but did I mess up? Is it just going to remain locked forever? No. Okay. I was like, I don't think I misunderstood this. Okay. Now we use whatever we got to do to get a blue memo. I'm confused. Didn't I found garage memo. Yeah. Okay. I was like, garage memo I know I struggled with, but I eventually found it. Classroom I don't have. So let's go ahead and take that. It's not a common room, which would be the priority. Well, let's take it. Classroom, this should be our last blue memo. And I don't know, unless all of the different classrooms have different blue memos, which would be a little wild. Check out all the desks, I guess, first. Don't see anything. Aha. Flag colors. Green for Nuance, pink for Vera, orange for Carrerica. This can be checked very easily versus my world map. Green for Nuance, correct. Pink for Vera is, I think, correct. Orange for Carrerica. I have Vera pink written down in question mark. I don't know why I'm checking these, but I just I can tell you why I'm checking these. Because it would be really, really important if it was incorrect. If it was incorrect, that would be a huge reveal. If it's incorrect, it takes, or if it is correct, as we expect it is, all that does is it takes a little bit of work to verify, but that's okay. So we need to screenshot. I'm going to call this Classroom 1 memo. And call that good. So we're going to call it a day inside of Vestibule. And I don't think I have anything else I want to do. Key card, prism key, sledgehammer, car keys. I am very interested to see if this does anything with Blessing of the Monk. So let's find out. Let's just go ahead and find out. In this episode, we'll keep going. God, that is so painful to draft that many rooms to get to rank 8. I need Foundation. I don't know what I got to do to make Foundation come back, but I need it. All right. We can do this. We're gaining momentum. We have experiments running. What happens if you draft Vestibule outside? How do we get the best rooms in rank 8 on each run? Let's grab this. Go outside. Get Vestibule. I think it would be really, really cool if I walked into Vestibule and something popped out of the center floor pattern. But I don't know that it's going to happen. I need 2 gems. I have 2 gems. Okay, thank God. But it would be really cool. Now, what the fuck? I'm looking for rooms that have entry as their Why can I not enter this room? What piece of game logic is keeping this door from being open? I don't know. It is not locked. This is weird, right? Entry doors outside, I think, are fine. Because if I remember correctly, I did chapel out here, and chapel is an entry door. Did I not do chapel out here? Maybe not. Entrance hall is not technically a entry room. Antechamber is not technically. So the rooms that have the entry logo on them, something that triggers upon entry. Have I done any of them? Ballroom, no. Have I done any of them outside with Blessing of the Monk, right? Bedroom, no. I don't believe I have done gymnasium either. But my notes are... No, I haven't done it. Vestibule, dormitory. I haven't done that either. Is it that it is an entry? Don't think I've done Lost and Found. Is it that it is an entry room, or is it that it is its ability cannot possibly trigger if it does not have 4 doors? So I guess what I'm thinking through right now is this. If I were a game developer, why would I shut this door? Because the alternative to this door... How do I phrase this? Why is this door shut and not... The alternative would be, this door opens, you can walk up to it, you can open the door, you walk in, there are 3 other doors. They all they all shut. One of them locks, 3 of them remain open. Are they worried I would get locked inside of there? Because all you would have to do is walk through one of the other doors. Now, granted, maybe there isn't enough space in that room. I know there's like dead ends behind the other doors, right? But I just figured you'd open the door, walk through it, walk back. Maybe it's to prevent you from soft locking. It's probably the ability itself. We should check another entry room out here just to double check. I'm going to cross Vestibule off the list. And then we should add... what room makes... I mean, we could just try Chapel. Chapel's an interesting room because it's beautiful, and I would love to see it outside anyways. But we could just add Chapel and see what happens. It's a room that has an entry mechanic. That's so weird that it's... I think it's weird, but I don't think it's, like, weird in a promising way. Or, like, weird in a, like, this is a puzzle way. Damn, that's weird. I don't know. Okay. Let's just see at this point. I think our goal is just to go towards rank 8 as much as possible. Avoid the sides for now. Just go straight. He says as he drafts a room that does not go straight. Conference room we've done on rank 8, so it's fine to choose now. None of these go freaking straight. God damn it. Take guy's bedroom, so I've got some dice to play with. Okay, same deal as the last time. We're just gonna go towards rank 8, see what happens. Ideally a little bit quicker this time, hopefully. I should resolve the chess puzzle, right? I should resolve the chess puzzle because I don't want to have the Banner of the King. It's not worth it. I think I want Conservatory back so that I can try changing the rarity of these blue rooms that I've already gotten. This is bad. We need to go straight. Pantry's fine. We're learning. We're learning. We're going to redraw. Please, somebody go left. Parlor room is great. I never knew how much I missed Foundation and how perfectly positioned it was. This is the only true box. The gems are in the other box with a true statement. Okay. One of the other boxes is true. So, interesting Parlor puzzle. We could also pick a different chess thing. Banner of the King, I'm just not sure about. I'm not sure how to use it. Unless I specifically need, like, black prince or red prince or... This is the only true box. If true, then false. The gems are not in the other box with a true statement. The gems are in the box with the other false statement. Problem is, this would be true in that situation despite having to be false. So this must be false, meaning, right? Meaning true, meaning gems? Did I read that correctly? I think the black box and the white box both have the subtext, basically, of there are two true statements. There are two true boxes, and one of them tells you which one the gems are in. Okay. So we can take Den here. We can take Pantry again, that's for sure. Let's take Den to give us more options. I need more keys. I've only got one. Or I could get security. There's our key. These pantries are just cracking me up. Get rid of this room. I want it gone. Locksmith here is not bad. 1 gem to have all the keys in the world. I'd rather take it than storeroom. Let's take it. Beautiful. We want a lockpick kit. We want a set of 3 keys. We want a special key. We want as many keys as you'll give me for 250 gold or whatever I've got. Never mind. I only have 70 gold. I didn't get to treasure trove yet today. Beautiful. I've got 15 keys. Give me locker room so I can go crazy. Which means give me pool. Library goes the right way. I have not taken library on rank 8, unfortunately. But I like it. I'm kind of trying to keep the eastern and western files open just in case. Ballroom we've taken. On rank 8 before. Gives us more gems in the off chance that we need them. Assuming we have 2 or less. Also could take our gems away if we fuck up. Great Hall is great for us. It's Tony the Tiger Hall. We're great. I mean, I think we lockpick everything. That's fine. We'll use a key on it as well. I feel like we should really get locker room on rank 8 here, right? Because it's the one we couldn't solve, and we have a locksmith. So if we get treasure trove and locker room on rank 8, we'll open every door. Like almost guaranteed. I've got 11 keys post Great Hall, and I'm probably still going to get some more from... Nope, never mind. I was going to say from one of these rooms. I did not. So we should get pool here if we can soon. Observatory here is great. Gives us the ability to redraw more rooms. Ooh, I don't know if it does. I don't know if we have... I don't know how many... I've been kind of willy-nilly with my stars. 52. That's a pair of chests. Plus redraw. Okay, this is still rank 7. That's not great. We'll take commissary here. Kind of running out of gems, but sledgehammer for our entrance hall is great. I think the rest of these is probably unimportant. Let's use the silver key here. Hope that we get pool. No, right and left. Come on, pool. That's not great. Chamber of Mirrors is going to be a pain in the ass. I just have a feeling. I think I redraw this. Rotunda we've done already. And I don't really have the gems for it. I'm going to keep redrawing, despite the fact that I really shouldn't. We should probably just take Rotunda. I really like the idea of getting pool here. God damn it. They really want to give me these 2 rooms. I mean, 3rd time's the charm. I don't know. I guess if Rotunda comes up that often, we should probably just do it. We can get 1 extra gem by going back, going into here, back out. We can also see if we can't get pool. We should probably try pool from... How much does pool cost? Does it cost... How many gems does it cost? Does it cost anything? 1. Okay, we're good. I have the gems for it. Dinner served. Pool! I love that. Big fan. Oh, I could have rotated it. Because Rotunda allows me to rotate other rooms. It all comes full circle. All right, so we do have 3 of the 4? It's got to be, right? 3 of the 4 ways to rotate rooms? Figured out? Where is the blue memo? This is rank 8. I see blue trunks. Down here somewhere? On this pillar? Car keys and a gem. That's fine. Dice and a couple coins. If it were me, I would hide it on one of these pillars. Because they're right in the middle of the room, but you're probably not going to, like, look at them right away. Huh. Put it behind this sign. I still, every single time I walk into this room, I think of the weird denoted in verse drawing. And I think, is there something going on secret with this room? Where the fuck is the blue memo? Put it, oh, I was going to say, you can put it up on that wall. Right there. Found it. Haha. Aha. I'm a blue memo fiend right now. There's only one location in the estate where every room in the drafting pool can be drafted. My immediate thought, that's so interesting. My immediate thought is outside. Which means one thing. Pool is already on my list to draft outside. We should draft this shit outside. I think, okay, so let's take that puzzle at face value. Or like let's engage with it. Let's not take it at face value. Every room in the draft pool can be drafted in one location in the estate. Outer rooms, as far as I'm aware, cannot be drafted inside. So that takes away every single room here, potentially. Blessing of the Monk, I believe, allows us to draft every room in the draft pool right here. Now, is there any rule that doesn't work there? Not only does it allow every room in the drafting pool, it also allows a couple extra rooms, like entrance hall, antechamber, room 46. And those are rooms that are not in the drafting pool, quote unquote. I think that makes sense. I'm going to mark that up right after I blow my nose. Okay. I believe this has to be... in the outer room slot. I'm going to call this saved. Like, I'm going to mark this... solved. I'm going to call this memo solved so that I know... I don't think I need to look back at it in an attempt to solve it. So, we need to get to the... to that direction. How I want to do that, I don't know. I would really like to draft locker room in rank 8, though. So let's work towards that slot first. None of these are good. Let's like coat check just in case. This is bad. We need to go both left and... No, we don't need to go right. It'd be cool to go right. Let's take break room here. This is weird. Playing around rank 8 is just... it's so strange. So 13 flipped is 31. Plus 1. 32 flipped is 23. Minus 20 is 3. A third of 1 plus a 2. So 2 and a third. Minus. I think we're at negative a third after that. No. 2.33333 becomes 1.33333 becomes 0.66666. Times 1. So we're at 2/3. Is that times 1? Is that multiplied? Oh my god. I can't even remember at this point. That's multiplied. Okay. So we're at 2/3 squared I'm Googling that. Becomes 2/9, I believe, right? 2. It tells me that the answer is 0.22222, which I believe is just you square the bottom number, right? Yeah. So 2/9 rounded to the nearest thing is 0. Oh shit, these fuck. Oh boy. Okay, so we got 2 and a third after the first step. Minus 2. Ignore this, double this. Like, do this twice. -1 is, so -2. So we're at 1/3 times 1. 1. Sorry, it's 1/3. Squared is 1/9. Rounded to the nearest two digit number is 0 plus 2. I don't fucking know. I think what matters is that you basically zero out and then you get... That was not worth it. I like that was a key card. Maybe it will be worth it in a second. Depends on what we get here. Classroom's perfect here. Does locker room cost 2 gems? Because I only have 1 gem right now. Locker room is a... it's not added until you've gotten pool. Costs 1 gem. Okay, that was rough, man. That math was... Yikes. Blue room. Lockpick kit. Didn't work. Let's use regular key and get music room. I have not done yet. I can also redraw 3 more times. And I don't have the gems for music room. Shit. I don't have the gems for attic either. Freezer is rough because of other reasons. But I want to get locker room this time. This is a run where I want to focus on locker room if possible because I have a unique set of circumstances that makes it very doable. Which is that if I can just get treasure trove, I have enough money to buy this shit out, I think. Let's get locker room. And then we got to figure out what to do from there. I'm going to solve this shit. I'm going to solve it. Okay. I think I Banner of the King right now for Black Prince. And then I try and get treasure trove right here. It costs a gem. I'm an idiot. It's fine. We get spare green room, then we get a gem, then we do it. That's what we need to do. How many times have I drafted treasure trove? How many times? We should save a couple keys here, but we're going to just try and get a gem real quick because this would be really nice. The order of operations here is... We found it. We found it, and it didn't cost us hardly any keys. And I thought we should go from the other end of the room just to make it easier on ourselves. Kirk Darren is not a pseudonym. That was such a red herring. This is the locker room memo solved. Save. Beautiful. Let me go to locker room. We finally found it after we struggled to find it the other day. Write this down. Text. Add text. Kirk Darren is not a pseudonym. He a normal guy. I think. Probably. I don't know. Dope. Beautiful. Okay, so we still have 4 keys, which we probably should not just use willy-nilly here. We can still go this way to see if we just get some free gems down here. Free gems. Free gems. I've already done Kennel. I've already done Break Room. Neither of those give me free gems. I've already done Aquarium. That costs some gems. I guess we take Break Room and just like get it out of the draft pool. Solve some more freaking math. I have not gotten Trophy Room inside of rank 8. So I think we should probably go back and start trying to solve rank 8. And by that, I mean getting some gems somewhere along the way. Like going into Ballroom, for God's sake. 3 times 2 is 6 times 3 is 18. I can do math today. I can do math today. You son of a bitch. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Squared is 49. Flipped is 94. Plus 5 is 99. Divided by 9 is 11. Divided by 11 is 1. Squared and flipped, which I totally forgot to do, but that doesn't matter. I got where the, like, I got where that was going before I even needed to solve it. Like, I was like, we're ignoring stuff at 99. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Let's go to the ballroom to get some gems before we make any more mistakes and start trying to draft shit in places where we literally can't afford it. So, ballroom 2, go back, go rotunda, flip it and reverse it. That thing down, flip it and reverse it. Good. We're cranking. We're moving. I'm so miffed that... I'm so upset that Vestibule wouldn't open outside. I was really convinced the center of that room just looks so special. Okay, so here we want whatever we can get. I've done aquarium. I have not done workshop. And it leads us the right way. Also, look at this rotation. So let's do workshop. Have I looked for a sundial in here? I have not reread these in forever. Oh my god, by the way, the true box does not always contain the prize. But actually, I feel like that actually hits a little different after we've kind of gotten a little further in the game. Wait, I need to be looking for a blue memo. I was looking for Sundial, and then I totally forgot that we also need to be looking for a blue memo. I may have looked right past it, honestly, already, because I was not paying attention. I'm looking. I am not seeing... aha! Certain rooms, like mechanical rooms, are more likely to contain security doors. That's interesting to me. I did not know that. Minus... the fact that whatchamacallit always has security doors. Closed exhibit. That's interesting. Is there anything else that I've seen that has security doors a lot? I feel like commissary actually ends up having a good amount of security doors. But maybe not. Locker room got one this time. I don't know. Okay. Doesn't strike me as like a hugely important memo, but maybe I'm missing something about that one that I would love to take storeroom and get it off of the fucking... Actually, no. Storeroom is probably fine. Let's take office because I can afford it and get it off of the to-do list. Because frankly, once I've gotten office blue memo, I can probably also remove it from my draft pool in terms of its rarity because I don't really need it, I don't think. Okay. So, got a small amount of money. We have the blue memo right there. I mean... The king can castle by swapping with another piece. I didn't do it that way. I did it by swapping the castle, the rook, with another piece. But still... maybe the greatest moment of this whole game. Watching that happen. Office memo solved. This is a reference to... Okay, so here's my new theory. Here's my new way of thinking about blue memos. Blue memos are true. Blue memos are true. Blue tents, like blue rank 8 blue memos, are generally true. I think I have no reason to distrust of any of them. They are often true in more than one way. If they are something like this, which just describes a rule of chess. Hilariously, this is kind of not true about chess. It is not another piece. It is specifically the rook. But whatever. It is often like the thing I'm trying to put words to is that there is also, and this is a huge clue, there's also often a reason it is in this room specifically. And the reason it is in this room specifically, unless I'm mistaken, is that in order to solve the chess puzzle, you have to have either office or throne room, because it is the room that has the king, wherever the chess piece is. There. It's the room that has the king. So you have to have the king in order to solve the chess puzzle. The king can swap with another piece. Cool. So, did I save it? I did. I'm going to call that solved. I don't think we need to say why, because I feel pretty confident in it. And then I think that's basically our day. Now, I do have a key, so I think treasure trove here is not a bad thing. It gives us more money, and it gives us another memo, another piece of evidence here. So then I think we go and call it a day inside of pool, because the pool says there's only one room where every, like, to me, I view that as a clue. Rotunda has the stuff about rotation. Workshop has the stuff about mechanical rooms and those doors. So I think it's you gotta take in the subtle why this room in particular. So I think this is box 31. It is a wave white box. Which I think mostly means if there is a green memo in here, it will be false. It's blue. This is true. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Have I really not written down anywhere in my freaking notebook what the exact order of his trip was? I don't think I did. I have a bunch of clues, like Carrerica after Vera, Morajai before Carrerica, Morajai after Nuance, but I don't think I ever wrote down exactly what the order was. But I believe Orenda and Fenaries are the same. So I believe that's true. Cool. Leaves us in a good spot. So we just need to call it inside of pool. And we'll see if that does anything in the next episode, unfortunately, because I don't want to What are those? Are those hollies? It looks like it's the logo of Mount Holly a little bit. Could this be a sundial, by the way? It's got these marks on it. No, it's not turning. It's kind of like a dartboard, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's not exactly like a dartboard, but it just kind of reminds me of a dartboard. Okay. I don't think that's a sundial. I mean... There is shadow in here. Why is there shadow in here? But it's the shadow of those, not of this. Rotunda is on my list of things to put outside eventually, so we'll try it eventually. going to call it a day right here. We don't need to do anything else. And we'll see what happens in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We're chasing down blue memos. We're thinking about Scorched Sundial. We're potentially working towards a... I want to use the rest of my Blessing of the Monk before I try to get Shrine to break the coffer to try to solve the Steady as the Scepter puzzle. So that's why I should have said that an hour and a half ago, but that's why we're working on rank 8 rather than that. One of the things that I want to do is use the Blessing of the Monk until it's over. So either way, thanks so much for sitting here and listening to my rambling today. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Blueprints. I'll see you again in an episode very soon. Until then, bye-bye.